Hi guys, how we doing? So this is a rare second video. Simply put, I didn't realize I was gonna take up the entirety of the first video with the larger mirror. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna get this little guy done. He's not gonna take nearly as long, at least I don't think. But I did not want to have to remix my paints. So here we are. And I am going to try and kind of make it coincide with the previous video. But if you didn't see that one, we did mix a green and this red to start adding some color to these guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to catch this guy up to the other one. And then in the future I'll try and remember that I do have two pieces in this project and not take up all of the time with one. I should have probably just done the red and done both of them, but that's alright. You guys get a freebie today. Which, seeing as I didn't put anything out yesterday, other than a short what do I do with these things now video, it seems fair. I could go the cheap and easy route and post this tomorrow, but I don't want to do that. So, let me just make sure you guys can actually see what we're doing here. Yes, you can. I ran into that problem a lot on the previous video. The bigger mirror is much harder to keep in frame. There's not quite as many leaves on this, so we're not going to go super duper crazy, because I'm thinking we're going to end up with 4 to 5 colors in total. I don't want to go super nuts, but I also don't want it to be super bland either. The goal is eye-catching without being gaudy. Which in my earlier video I did go into a little bit of, I am actually a fan of gaudy. I love it out here in my creative space, but not so much inside in my relaxed space. So that's kind of where we are with that. That loops back down there a little bit, doesn't it? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Not sure if we'll do another one in the middle there or not, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and do this. And I just realized that this piece is probably right in you guys' way. But I'll show you on the other side. It's funny, it's so bright on my plate. And then I put it on here and it's this gorgeous, like, muted tone. And that's a lot of why I did the black base as opposed to my usual white. Is I didn't want anything on this to be, oh my goodness, that's bright. I wanted a nice, muted, pretty tone. Soft colors that are gonna shine in candle or low light because the hallway it's going in is not super brightly lit. And I don't intend to ever make it super brightly lit, so most of the light comes from my aquarium, and once I add this in, it will actually be the secondary light source in the hallway, other than light coming from the rooms and sunlight in the daytime. It's just a little hall that it doesn't have its own light source or anything. So, I just noticed this. Sweetie Pie is expressing his displeasure at something or other. That is not an uncommon occurrence in this house. Let's do maybe this guy. Excuse me. There we go. I really didn't intend to make it. I didn't go into this with the intent of being fully symmetrical, but that's how my mind likes things, so that's where we're going. And, you know, it's going to be hanging in my house. And in a space that I have worked hard to make very peaceful and very warm. And I don't really want to go super chaotic with anything in that space. So I gave in and gave my mind its nice pretty patterns that make it happy. I think trying to keep it fairly balanced, but I think I am going to stop there with the red. I feel like it might need here, but I think if I keep adding, it's going to just end up being a red thing, and I don't want to do that. I absolutely am in love with this color. This green that I've mixed together. And I think we're going to come in here with it. Trying to make sure you guys can see that. So this is just a dark green mixed with silver. The other is a couple of different red tones mixed with gold. I did keep the metallics in there just simply, I do want this to be light catching and kind of shimmery, and helps if my paint is in reach. There we go. But I'm definitely going to remember this particular combination, this green shade that we've created, because I am just absolutely loving it. I think it's one of my favorite colors that I've mixed. And it was really very, very simple. It was literally just this paint mixed with this paint. Created this pretty rich green that we've got going on here. And I think we definitely don't want to go too much with the green, because we don't want too much cool in with the warmer tones. Just a little something to break it up here and there. Just realized that this is one leaf. There we go. Well, that's kind of a neat effect, isn't it? Really is a shame the colors that this was in originally, because it's, as I'm working with them, they are really actually very pretty. But the original colors were just so bad that you couldn't see the beauty of the actual piece. And I'm still like 90% certain that that is the actual color they were created in, which is a little bit sad to me. But I don't know how old these things are. I don't know how long they've been sitting in that bathroom, so maybe, you know, there was that period of time in the 70s and 80s when all of the browns and oranges were really, really popular. So if they came from that time, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm really debating. I kind of want to make these that green, but I kind of don't. I think we're going to give in, because I like this green. I think it's pretty. I have not decided 100% on the other colors I'm going to do. I'm thinking a deeper red, like almost a burgundy or mahogany kind of tone. And maybe a yellowy golden tone. I want it to kind of look very fall, very autumn kind of feels. Because, I mean, otherwise I might as well just paint the thing green and call it a day, which wouldn't fit with my decor styles very well. But I think that is gonna do it. I'm actually satisfied with this combination. I am gonna just cheat a tiny bit and just wipe this brush for a second, because I did notice a little spot of red that I missed. This brush is getting ready to go in the water anyway, so. That's a little better, isn't it? So that is going to be everything for today. I will be back in tomorrow and we'll do a color or two, but we will try to hit both pieces. But let me turn this so you guys can actually see it. So that's where we're at for today. And we'll be back to do more with this tomorrow.